So firstly, adopt a standing or a sitting position, whichever is comfortable for you. So this routine can be done from a sitting down position if you feel like you can't stand for too long. If you're standing or sitting, just look down at your feet and check that they're about hip-width distance apart and the feet are parallel. You also want to have a nice little soft bend in the knees. And then just check that your hips and your pelvis is kind of tucked forward. So you just tuck your bottom under a little bit and lift up the lower abdomen so that this creates a nice kind of opening in the lower back area for you. Give your hands a little shake out and just check that your shoulders are nice and loose and relaxed as well, maybe kind of shrugging them up and down a couple of times. Also check that there's length in the back of your neck. So what you want to do in order to achieve this is think of moving your chin back towards your throat. So I'm going to now just draw my chin back towards my throat, back towards the wall behind me. And as I move it back in this direction, what I find is this creates a little bit more opening in the back of the neck and a bit more length coming up from the top of the head. And then close your eyes and bring a smile to the corners of your mouth. Close your mouth and just check that the tongue is resting against the roof of your mouth with the tip of the tongue resting against the back of your upper teeth. The breath in Qigong is nearly always in and out through the nose. We only use the mouth to exhale in Qigong if we're doing any special kind of exercise that maybe involves the use of sound. And we're actually going to be doing one of those exercises today. But generally speaking, smiling, the mouth closed, and breathing in and out through the nose. And always with Qigong practice, it's good to bring yourself into what's called the Qigong State. So this gets you ready for the exercises to come. And we do that just by breathing into the lower belly. So breathing in and feel the belly expanding as though you're blowing up a balloon. That expansion is in all directions, so feeling the belly push out and forwards, but also have this idea and sensation of the internal expansion going out to the sides and also back towards the lower back as well. And then as you breathe out, feeling the belly shrink or have the idea of an imaginary balloon inflating and then deflating as you breathe out. And just relaxing into the whole body by noticing any areas of tension or stiffness that you might feel. And as you breathe out, just thinking of that area and just thinking of it softening and letting go of any tension. Each time you breathe out, everything softens a little bit more. Now, if this is the only thing you do as your Qigong winter practice, that's absolutely fine. So for anyone who's feeling very tired, very lethargic, very unmotivated, just sit and breathe. You can practice this exercise any time of day, when you go into bed at night, when you're walking, watching TV, driving the car, but obviously with your eyes open. But by breathing in this way, you're bringing in more oxygen, you're creating a more efficient breath. So you're energizing and nourishing the qi of your body. So remember what I said there about a winter Qigong routine is much more about calmness and meditation than it is about action. So sometimes meditation and the resting is the action you need to take in order to restore and rejuvenate your body and mind before we move into the spring. Now just gently open your eyes so you can see me. So we're going to work a little bit around the kidney system now. And I'm going to show you a sound, and I want you to follow along with me, a sound which you can use to help to get rid of any waste chi, any what's called turbid chi that may be in the kidney area. So we're thinking and imagining kind of where the kidneys are in the lower back, but the whole of that lower back area can be benefited by the use of this sound. So anyone with kidney issues, obviously this is a great exercise, but also anyone with lower back pain or discomfort, it could be of real help to you as well. So the sound that's associated with the kidney is chue. So it's like you pronounce it C-H-A-W, chue, chue. Okay, so you can say that sound out loud, or you can just whisper it to yourself. And I'd like you to do it with the breathing. So we've got the abdominal breathing going now. So you're going to breathe into the belly, feel the belly expand. And then as you breathe out and the belly deflates, you're going to say the sound chue. So for this purpose, for this type of breathing and this exercise, you're actually going to be using the mouth. You're going to open the mouth as you breathe out. You have to make the sound. So just for 3 breaths now, with your eyes closed, just follow along and just say the sound either as a whisper or as a louder sound, whatever you feel like, whatever feels good to you, just for 3 breaths. Breathing in, thinking of the kidney area, and breathing out, chue. In, chue. Breathe in, chue. And now opening your eyes, and we're going to put that sound together with some movement. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is I'm going to ask you to breathe in and just lift the arms up if you're able, and as far as you want, but not past the shoulders. So if you can go to shoulder level, that's great. If you can only go to here, that's fine as well. So you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to breathe out, and just look to the side and drop the hands and bend the knees slightly. And you're going to breathe out and say chue. In, and now go to the other side. Breathe out, chue. In, breathe out, chue. Breathe in, breathe out, chue. In, breathe out, chue. Thinking all the time of turbid or waste chi leaving your kidneys and your lower back as you do this. Chue. One more, chue. And then just bring one hand to rest on the lower abdomen, the other one directly on top of that. So close your eyes for a moment. And just think of the kidney area, the lower back area, having been cleansed of any waste chi. Waste chi would be a feeling of kind of obstruction or discomfort or stuckness. So it's always nice to declutter the area that we're going to be focusing on before we then bring a bit more nourishment into it. So now we're going to wake up the kidney and the lower back area by moving on to a kidney and lower back massage. And it's really, really simple. So I'm going to turn around and face the wall to demonstrate it to you. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to use the heels of your hands, so this part here, with quite a bit of pressure, and you're going to press the heels of the hands into your lower back. You'll see the fingers will be facing downwards, and you're going to just rub up and down the lower back area. And really, you can be very kind of freestyle with this. Use as much pressure or as little pressure as you want. Go as fast or as slow as you want. And you can do this for as long or as short a time as you want as well. So I'm just going to turn around and show it to you. So I won't speak when I'm facing the wall because you wouldn't hear me properly anyway. So just turning around to show you now, but just follow along with what I'm doing. So when you finished shaking the hands off, and hopefully you felt a little bit of heat there in the lower back area. And just a couple of pointers about that exercise. As you're doing it, try and keep the shoulders well away from your ears. Often when we lift up, and we've got the elbows bent, it's easy for the shoulders to come up as well. So try and keep a nice space between the shoulders and the ears as you do that. And the breathing for that is just using your normal abdominal breath. So breathing in, feeling the belly expand, and then breathing out, the belly deflates again. So that's just brought a little bit more heat and warmth and nourishment into the kidney and the lower back area. And that's a really great exercise just to do as a standalone one. If you ever feel like you've got a draft or a chill in your lower back, or you feel your lower back is a little bit achy, just do that. And it will really help to energize the area. And what you could also do afterwards is put a hot water bottle or a heat pack on it as well. And that would really help. So now we've woken up the kidneys, now we're going to draw some qi into the whole of this lower abdominal area, which is not just the front, it's also inside. It's this area that we call Dantien Qigong. So Dantien is your powerhouse, it's your source of your engine for for moving your qi around your body. It's almost like this is where the batteries live. So we're going to draw some qi in just by doing a very simple movement. And some of you will have done this before, but it's lovely and relaxing, and it's more kind of meditative and flowing because it's just so simple. So all you're going to do from either your sitting or your standing position is just relax the hands down by your sides, making sure the shoulders are nice and loose and relaxed as well. Tuck the chin back towards the throat to have that lovely length in the back of the neck. Close your eyes, and for 3 breaths, just breathe into the lower abdomen area. And see that area in your mind's eye as a whole area rather than a point, and not the front of the body. So you're thinking deep inside. So I imagine it almost like the drum of a front-loading washing machine. It is a whole area that's very dynamic. The qi inside there is swirling around, and from there is distributed throughout the rest of the body. So thinking of the front of that area, and now thinking of the sides of that area, left and right. And now thinking of the back of that area, back towards your spine, towards your kidneys and your lower back. So really have a clear picture in your mind of this 3-dimensional place, which is your engine. And we're going to draw some lovely qi from the external environment into it to nourish it even more. So opening your eyes now and just coming forward with the hands, with the backs of the hands, just moving them forward around hip level, waist level in front of you. And then when you reach not too far out, you don't want to be leaning right over. You might lean a little bit, moving in, leaning from the hips, but just very gently turn the hands towards each other, palms facing a few inches apart. And now closing your eyes and draw the hands back towards Dantien, towards the lower abdomen, thinking of drawing in qi of nature from the outside to benefit and nourish your own qi on the inside. And then circling around again with the backs of the hands forward, turning, drop the shoulders, and then drawing back towards Dantien. So the breathing for this is breathing out as the hands come forwards, and then breathing in. So your inhalation is helping to draw lovely qi in from your environment. Out. And breathing in, coming back towards the lower abdomen. Don't forget to smile. Out. Breathing in, and this time as you breathe in your mind's eye, See that qi that you're drawing in come into the front, like it's coming through your belly button or just below your belly button, and then spreading out towards the sides and then right towards the back of the body. So really have that idea as you do this of the external environmental qi that you're bringing in, filling up the whole of that space inside your lower abdomen. Just one more. And as you finish now, place one hand on the lower abdomen, the other one on top of that. The eyes closed and smiling. Breathing in, the belly expand, breathing out, feel the belly deflate. And just consolidating your practice to finish off with now by circling firstly in one direction, just to move and encourage the movement of the qi Dantien in the lower abdomen, and then change the direction. The eyes closed now. Bring the hands together in front of you and rub your palms together until they get really, really hot. If you're wearing glasses, you might want to take them off. And then when your palms are really warm, place one hand over each eye, fingers facing up towards the ceiling, feeling the heat from the palms of your hands, going into your eyes, through the backs of your eyes, into the mind, to nourish your mind. And then to bring yourself back into the room, just giving yourself a little face massage, a little face wash, and slowly opening the eyes. And let the hands just drop down by the sides. Give them a little shake out. And that concludes your winter Qigong routine. So you saw there, we started with abdominal breathing, just to really get you into the Qigong state. We then used the sound associated with the kidney to help to discharge any waste qi from the kidneys. That sound was shui. We then did the kidney massage just by rubbing vigorously into the lower back area, just to activate the whole of that area. And then followed up finally with this circles exercise, which moves forwards and just draws qi in, or helps to draw qi in from the external environment into the whole of that Dantien area, which goes back towards the lower back and the kidneys as well. So you see, that's quite a gentle practice. You know there, you can see there how easy that would be to do sitting down as well. So for anybody who can't stand for long periods of time, this is a really nice one. And hopefully for those of you who are feeling maybe like it's a little bit difficult to get back into the routine and the swing of things after Christmas and New Year, and especially if you're kind of in some kind of a lockdown where one day seems to be rolling into the next, then hopefully you can either do this whole routine or just choose one of those elements from this routine and just start small with just 5 minutes a day and see how that sits with you.